This is the St. Mary's Gaels baseball recap and review for Thursday, April the 6th, 2023. A recap on Thursday down at Eddy Field in Malibu. The St. Mary's Gaels offense had a big day at the plate, but it wasn't quite enough because the Pepperdine Waves offense answered back late to escape with a 12-10 come-from-behind win over the St. Mary's Gaels Friday afternoon at Eddy Field in Malibu, California. The Gaels had a commanding 10-7 lead going into the bottom of the eighth inning, but three straight hits started off the inning for the Waves to load the bases. A walk plated 1 run, a hard ground ball past the diving effort of Gaels first baseman Christian Almanza cleared the bases, and then a sacrifice fly put Pepperdine up for good. And by the way, that bases clearing, it was a 3-run triple. The Gaels struck first on Gavin Napier's second home run of the season in the top of the first inning. Then the third, Bill Ralston single and Pepperdine error would play 2 runs. Blake McDonald doubled deep to score 2 more Gaels runs as they had a commanding 5-0 lead. Pepperdine would answer for 4 runs of their own in the bottom of the third before St. Mary's increased their lead again in the fifth as Coleman Schmidt blasted no doubt a solo home run to make it 6-4. Nathan Chung, who just coming back from that injury he had against the Santa Clara Broncos when he got drilled in the face 3 weeks ago, doubled off the wall in right field corner, scoring Ralston all the way from first, who got under the catcher's tag on a good throw to make it 7-4 Gaels lead. McDonald capped off the rally with a base hit to score Chung to make it 8-4 St. Mary's. The Waves would cut the lead to 1 in the sixth, but Cody Kashimoto's first hit of the season, just his second start, with a double into the corner that scored Jared Minham, and Ralston gave the Gaels a 3-run lead going into the bottom of the eighth inning and were 6 outs away from picking up the first game of this important 3-game series in West Coast Conference play. But the Waves exploded the final rally of the game in the eighth and kept the Gaels from scoring. McDonald singled and Kashimoto, who walked in the ninth, and the Waves held on to win by a score of 12-10. So, let's give you the final totals of the ball game. For the Waves, 10 runs, 19 hits. They commit 2 errors. For the Gaels, 10 runs on 11 hits, no errors. The winning pitcher goes to Nick Bonin. He gets the win. The losing pitcher, John DiMazzanino, his record falls to 0-2. Jack Baird gets to save his third for the season. And leading the way, the leaders for the Gaels, it was Blake McDonald, who went 3 for 5 in a losing effort. He had 3 RBIs. Bill Ralston went 2 for 4 with 3 runs scored RBI. Nathan Chung had a great day back, his first game back in 3 weeks since that beating he took against the Santa Clara Broncos. 2 for 5 with a pair of hits RBI. And Gavin Napier went 2 for 4. He had his second home run of the season, and he had an RBI. The time of the ball game, it was ended up being at around 3 hours and 27 minutes. So with the loss, the Gaels fall their record now. They're now at 500 at 5-5. They now drop that's 5-5 in West Coast Conference play. They end up now dropping to 10-15 overall. The Gaels and the Waves will go at it in game number 2 of the 3-game series. They will play the second game of the 3-game series. That will be Friday afternoon. It will be Connor Lynchy, who pitched very well in the second game in the Gaels win over the Portland Pilots last Saturday, will now have to be the stopper as the and the Gaels trying to snap now a 3-game losing streak. Game 2, 3 p.m. is the first pitch. You can catch the action on smcgales.com via the WCC Sports Network, or from our good friends from the Pepperdine Waves Network via Waves Cast. For the latest news on St. Mary's Gaels baseball and athletics and so much more, go to smcgales.com. Once again, the final score. It was the St. Mary's Gaels falling to the Pepperdine Waves at Malibu Field, or Eddy Field in Malibu, as the Gaels lose to the Waves 12-10. I am Brian Professor B. Davis. Thank you for listening to the St. Mary's Gaels baseball post-game recap on Smc-Tv Plus Audio Cast.